Can you imagine living your entire life with no interaction, no entertainment, and no comforts in a box this size? Pretty small. But that's the life of a puppy mill breeding dog. Over 500,000 puppies are bought here in the United States each year. And let's face it, we're all guilty of going into the pet stores and the malls and checking out the cute little pooches with the high price tags. But I believe that if we knew where those puppies came from and the pain and suffering that they went through to get there, we would think twice about giving any attention to those retail stores. You see, those puppies are from mass production farms called puppy mills, who, like many businesses, make their money from high sales and low costs. Now, my goal here today is to educate you enough on the unethical practices of these puppy mills that you will refuse to ever purchase a puppy from a retail vendor or puppy mill supporter again. Now, first and foremost, I would like to talk to you about the poor living conditions at the puppy mills. They have hundreds of dogs, lots of dogs. They're confined in small wire cages, just like this, except for this is actually nicer because it's closed in. Theirs are 100% wire across the bottom, all wire. And they never leave. Most of the time they'll never leave their cage. Never walk on grass, never get played with, never get to run and play like most dogs. Now, the feces and the urine of the dog is going to drop through that wire onto a plate, a catch pan, and sometimes for those 100 dogs, it's up to a week before they come through and clean those catch pans out. That creates a lot of contamination, which also leads to sickness and skin irritations on the dogs, especially the puppies because their little feet slip through those wires. So you'll also find that they don't have air conditions or heaters, and most of them don't have fans either. Now, your puppy mills are going to be located mainly in the Midwestern states, and they suffer extreme heat and extreme cold. So it's very common that you'll find the dogs will freeze to death or die of heat exhaustion. And as a result of these poor living conditions, the dog's health is affected both short-term and long-term. Puppy mills are known for breeding sickly and unhealthy, even genetically defective dogs. You'll find that the dogs are covered in matted and filthy hair with their skin infections underneath them. They don't clean them. They have ulcers in their eyes, and their jaws can be rotted completely through from tooth decay. And very little money will be spent at the vet. They do everything in-house, if you will. Along with poor health conditions, the dogs are bred unethically their entire lives. Puppy mills do profit from breeding unethically. From the first heat, a female is bred, and she's bred every heat therefrom until she can breed no more. So it's normally between 5 and 7 years she will be bred on every single heat. And then after that, she's killed. If she can't produce, she will be killed. The puppies are taken from their mothers between 5 and 8 weeks, which the norm would be 8 to 12 weeks. But they go ahead and take them early so they can get them rushed to the brokers who take them to those retail puppy stores that we see in the mall. The puppy's most marketable between 6 and 8 weeks. That's when their features really start coming out, and that's when people think they're the cutest. So the females are bred regardless of whether they have health conditions, genetic disorders, or their bodies are just tired. A lot of times breeding, their nutrients are completely deprived, and they start to lose their hair, they can lose their teeth, they get the ulcers in their eyes, and it doesn't matter. They can break bones because of it, because of all of the vitamin deficiencies. Doesn't matter. They're broken leg and all, they're still going to breed. So bringing this to an end, you should know that I am a dog breeder, and so naturally I do love dogs, but it doesn't take an animal lover to see what these animal farmers are doing is unethical and inhumane. To mass produce and confine them to such horrible living conditions is a crime, a true crime. And I feel that it's our duty as citizens to advocate for those who cannot advocate for themselves. I do encourage you, if you are in the market for a puppy, to buy from a local breeder where you can go to their home, go in their home, meet the parents of both of the puppy, the mom and the dad of the puppy, and you can also see the social environment that that puppy has grown up in. That's a lot, you know. That's the heritage. So, you know, if we all refuse to buy from pet stores, the Puppy Mill supporters, we can stop the suffering. We can make a difference. Thank you.